A question that I'm asked a lot, I believe it's a fair question, but there's no easy answer. So I'm going to give you a few answers today. But the question is, Samuel, and it's from unfaithful and it's from betrayed. It's basically, Samuel, will this ever go away? Like, will we ever return to real life? Will we ever talk about something besides this? Now, granted, this question comes mostly from the unfaithful, because the unfaithful hates to talk about their biggest failures. But it does come from the betrayed too, which is, will we ever get out from underneath the overwhelming fog of crisis, confusion, disappointment, hurt, exhaustion, weariness, despair? Yes, you absolutely will. But my answer to that question is not if you run from it, not if you hide from it. So will it ever go away? Yes, but only if you confront it head on and deal with it. I've talked to a lot of people just over the last year who have been stuck or paralyzed for 5, 10, as many as sometimes 25 years after the affair or affairs, because they didn't get the help that they needed, or they didn't go deep enough, or they chose to put it in a little bit of a box and put it on the shelf and didn't want to, or didn't make the time to, or just weren't aware of what they should have done, and now it's coming back in spades to torment them and harass them. So, yes, you absolutely will get out from underneath it. You absolutely will see the pain and the hurt leave, but only if you confront it. And so here's a few keys while you're trying to make it go away, right? While you're trying to heal from it, while you're trying to just get out from underneath it. Number one is, I want to encourage you to bravely accept what life is right now. Some of the most difficult situations are when people want to run from it, not admit it, not embrace it. You know, they hate where they're at, and I get it. We hated where we were at. I hated that I put myself where I was. Samantha hated that she was where she was. But as long as you continue to hate where you're at, it makes it harder for you to heal. So as long as you stay fixating on hating where you're at and hating what's happened, you're not going to see it get better. You're going to see it almost get worse, because you're continuing to allow yourself to refuse to bravely accept where you're at, because if you can't accept where you're at, you'll never be able to get to the next phase of healing, the next phase of recovery. You'll never be able to find the next chapter of your life, because hatred for where you're at and hatred for what's happened is allowing you to stay stuck. The second thing I want to tell you is to understand that this is right now, not forever. It won't always be this bad. It won't always be this hopeless. It won't always hurt this much. But right now it hurts like hell, and that's okay. But you have to remember that this is just right now. It's not always going to be like this. And I know there's been some kind of pushback where, man, it's really hard to find people that are healed and, on the other side. And I've read stories on affairrecovery.com and Beyond Affairs Network and different places where everybody's in so much pain. Right. Because they're writing about right now. As they get more and more healed and restored, you don't have a lot of people that want to, talk about how great life is 2, 3, 4, 10 years down the road. It's harder to find, but I promise you it's possible. But right now, it's just the way it is right now. If you will do some of the things that you read about and hear about at affairrecovery.com or on my video blogs, it's not always going to be this way. I promise you. The third thing that's vital to understand is you're looking for progress, not perfection. I'm sorry, even now, 13 years later, I still look for perfection in my life, not progress. And there's been a ton of progress. And I'm not minimizing bad choices or addictions. No, please don't run with my statement. What I'm saying is, for many of you who are early on in recovery, or even just kind of, trying to gain momentum, you've got to rally around progress. Because if you constantly look for perfection, you're going to be disappointed and frustrated. And if there's two concepts that really make your recovery tough and really prevent you from gaining a lot of ground, it's disappointment and frustration. Finally, and probably most importantly, it's not just going to go away on its own. if you're an unfaithful spouse, hoping and praying that this will just somehow fade away, I'm sorry, it won't. It'll actually get worse. What's vital is that you have a plan. You're going to have to utilize a recovery protocol. You're going to have a plan. You're going to have to seek out help, and you're going to have to hope that whatever therapist that you're seeing is going to be able to have a plan for you. And if they don't have a plan for you, then I would tell you that's concerning, because you won't just grind your way out of it, kind of, sparring every day, hoping that one day you'll just kind of go, man, I feel so much better. I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. You'll need a protocol, you'll need a plan. And as you work that protocol, and as you work that plan, and as you stay committed to the process, slowly but surely, you will have days where you'll say, whoa, it doesn't hurt as much. Whoa, I actually had a good day. Whoa, I actually felt a sense of joy today. I felt a sense of hope today. And those days will get more common, and the days of hopelessness and despair will get less common. And that's how you grow. You don't just go like this, oh, we're doing so awesome, and things are just so great, here we are, a year down the road, and we're fantastic. Sorry, it doesn't work that way. You have a few good days, and then a couple of bad days, and then maybe one good day and a few bad days, and then a few good days, and then a bad day. And you continue to have this progression, and you don't micromanage what your recovery days look like, but you just say, hey, it was a bad day, it's not going to be a bad year. That was a bad couple of days, it's not going to be a bad month. I'm not going to let it be, because I'm going to stay committed to the process and the protocol.